And welcome back.
What up?
We are back, the Saucy Boys podcast. I go by the name of Nunchuck Johnson.
Michael Stokes. What's good?
And this is episode 3.
Trifecta.
It's funny, when we were doing IDK, like we were celebrating like getting to like 3-4 episodes.
Yeah.
We made it to 13. And then we
Lucky
decided
number 13.
to 13. And then we reformatted the whole shit. And now we're here. So yeah, Saucy Boys. So you know the name of the show. And today for the show,
What's the let me tell them. We gotta introduce it. Chaku, what is the bevy of the episode?
the bevy of the episode.
I'm getting it off.
The bevy of the episode, baby, is Suntory Whisky.
Ooh.
Now I don't know if I'm saying this right. Toki or Taki? Nah, it can't be Taki.
Taki's like the Mexican candy.
Has to be Toki.
Tukai?
I don't know. I don't want to butcher it. Well, I already did, but whatever. I've never had this.
Me neither. I'm going to go on a limb and just say, because of the markings on it, this is Japanese whiskey?
It is.
Oh, shit.
Japanese whiskey, 86 proof.
Oh, shit.
And, okay, so I'm no expert, and this is the point of us doing this, is so we can try to, like, stop drinking shitty whiskey.
Yeah.
And other shitty alcohols. I mean, because, like, when we go to the bar, like, if somebody gives me a shot of, like, well tequila, I'm just like, okay, whatever.
You can tell. You can tell now.
I was like, whatever.
You're
Like,
becoming a snob. It happens. It happened to me.
so I want to get a little bit snobbish. So I've been, like, researching and, like, watching different things on, like, how to taste whiskeys, or, like, what you're, like, the order of things you're supposed to do. And there's a whole process
Yeah.
that I did not know about.
You've got to have a palate cleanser, I'm pretty sure.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. When you do any type of taste testing, you always got to have the palate cleanser. Like with wine, they got the water also to cleanse the palate.
So is that the only, like, palate cleanser is
Like
just
you
water?
can do that, and then in some cases, if you're like tasting of foods and things like that, you have like something to cleanse the palate that's not the same, so your tongue doesn't get too familiarized with all the
Because
particulars.
that's what ginger's for, like, when you eat sushi, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like because you're supposed to, it's not supposed, what I heard was, like, sushi's not supposed to be in rolls. It's supposed to be, like, individual pieces.
Yeah.
And then, like, when you try different ones, then you eat I could be wrong. This is just something I read somewhere. It could have been Facebook.
It's just some shit we're spewing off. Who cares?
So I don't know how much truth is behind that. But, so you would just drink, like, water in between and then, like, try your different
Water
ones?
washes
Or
the
your,
tongue.
your whiskeys?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I really love this bottle, too.
It is dope. That is what we used to call a mantelpiece bottle.
Yeah.
One that you finish and you got to throw it up on the mantle and like brag about it.
It's very clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been trying to get, like, more into that. I've been, like, researching a lot of stuff on, like, what you're supposed to pair with it, what you're supposed to drink with it, well, mix with. So, yeah, there's, like, the nosing of the whiskey, and then there's the, I want to say, tasting portion, or it could be, there's another name for it,
Yeah.
I think, and then there's the finish. And I'd like the way these dudes were describing this shit. I watched, of course, I YouTubed it.
Of course.
Fucking YouTube Academy and shit. But yeah, so I definitely want to start getting more into that and trying different alcohols.
I think it's
or
funny.
or spirits, I should say.
I think it's funny because that was the original pitch for the Saucy Boys pod, to make ourselves more snobbish. And here you are doing the due diligence.
Right? I've
Started
been
with
doing
me.
my research.
Yeah.
And if any one of y'all out there have, like, tips or, like, are in that world, what's it? There's, like, a name for it, right? Just like
Aficionado.
aficionado, connoisseur.
Yeah.
Yeah, send us some tips. Like, let us know.
I feel better because, like, I've told you this before. I work with a guy who's like,
Yeah.
he's like an aficionado of like the finer alcoholic beverages, and he's a mixologist, he likes to call himself. And like, I feel like now when I have these conversations with him, like when I told him like, yo, I had Panamanian rum and shit, he was intrigued. You know what I'm saying? The conversation didn't just stop. He didn't get bored. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's funny is there's this dude shares an office with me, and he was talking about like different like whiskeys and shit. Like I had no idea about. And he's like, "Oh, you got to try this, this, and this, and this." I'm like, "Bro, I didn't realize like that was like a huge thing. Like I knew it was a thing to be like to like taste test stuff like wines and shit like that, but I didn't know it was like." I don't know. I'm just showing how uneducated I am on this subject, and that's the point of us doing this is to be more educated.
Clean slates over here. We're basically bottom of the barrel. We're heathens. We're trash. You know. I've been drinking Crown Royal all these years, and I thought that was like peak excellent liquor. You know,
like top shelf.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Let me get Crown, please.
I'll take a Crown Royal, please. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm discovering new things, and this is what it's all about. Yeah. So with that being said. Let's pop the top on that.
Should we pop the top?
Let's pop.
All right, let's we need to come up with something cool for that. Like crack. Nah, I don't know.
I can't say crack a bottle.
Open that bitch up.
Open that bitch.
So I'm not too sure. See, it's so pretty. I don't want to like.
You got the face.
Oh, okay, cool. Just like it's like
just a little twist.
Perforated.
There you go.
Boom. Okay, see, I don't like this. They should have made it a little bit more fancy.
Judging by the cap, I think that's a.
But I can't confirm. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Like the cork top?
Yeah, it's like a cork top.
It's the cork top. Okay.
There you go.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's not?
It's a twist.
Oh, disappointed.
I'm a little disappointed.
I am disappointed.
All right, we're not drinking this shit.
Fuck that. Let's throw down the drink.
Okay, so to do this correctly, we don't even have the right glasses for it, but so no ice first.
No ice first.
I mean, you can.
No ice first.
You can if you want to.
All right.
I'll
put the ice down.
Let's see. I think that's enough.
It's about a good splash. Let me get a little bit of the aroma.
Well, so you got to do that in the glass.
Oh.
Yeah. See, this is what I learned on YouTube University.
I'm gonna be real. This kind of scares me how clear it is.
Yeah, it's super clear.
Yeah.
All right, so, I'm not gonna like dig too much into the, like what I've learned. I'm gonna do some more research, so I'm just gonna taste it.
You're a scholar now.
But he was saying pretty much to like get like a sheet, and so that way you can start, I guess, like being familiar with like the different, like is it like a savory, like
savory?
Does it smell sweet like vanilla or whatever?
I don't think I smell any of that. I'll tell you this.
It smells like alcohol.
It does smell sweet. If I can pick one of those flavors, I'll say it's sweet, not a savory. I don't smell the vanilla or anything, but that being said, I'm gonna go in for the first taste.
All right, go ahead. The face you made, I'm a little. All right, fuck it.
It's pretty good.
Going in. Yo. Okay.
Now here's the thing. I know you're a big shooter now.
Shooter, you can't shoot this. Hell no.
You the shooter man. You know what I'm saying? Trigger Meister. That's what I'm gonna call you from now on. I don't want you shooting this, Shaka.
You gonna see me fucking running
this
around
might hurt you.
with nunchucks, standing on people's couch and shit.
Yo, this is I think this is 2 weeks in a row. I'm with it. It's
But see, so this is what I'm thinking. So like we're starting out with this, right? Mm-hmm. And then once we start getting more into once we start getting more tips and tricks rolling through on how to, properly rate, I feel like we're kind of just like
At some point in the history of the lifetime of this podcast, one episode is gonna have to be us going to a distillery and like distilling our own.
I'm down.
And it's gonna be the Saucy Boy brand. I don't know what you want to call it yet. We've got time.
Oh, we got time.
That's like the capstone. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're going for.
But yeah. So,
how do you feel about it? I firmly believe there's a good sauce factor here, and this is just off of what it is. I have not spruced it up. There's no ice. There's no Sprite in it yet.
See, okay, and so that's what I'm thinking. Also, we're going kind of on a thing, but I mean, it's the Saucy Boys podcast, so
Boys.
What I'm thinking is it okay to add like Sprite or any like soda, or does it tarnish
It's like
the whiskey? Does it just not make it
kind of like how hot dog purists, or they despise people who put ketchup on their hot dog.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I'm putting Sprite in this.
I don't want to disrespect anybody if I'm trying to step into this culture, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, he put Sprite in Suntory? What is wrong with him?
Mr. Satori, I appreciate everything. I'm going to finish this glass the way it is, but I'm going to add the ice and I'm going to add the Sprite to get through the episode.
Yeah, if you drink this straight the whole time, you probably sauce factor is definitely.
The sauce factor is on 10.
We need to get a sauce factor meter.
Like, I've taken 2 sips and it's still, I feel the warmth.
Linger. But see, that's the thing too. They said like, if it like lingers and it's not like a harsh thing, it's like a oily.
I wouldn't even call it oily. I just feel like it's warm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if I go outside right now, I'll be good. And it's cold outside, for those of y'all who don't know.
So what are some things that you could say you smell like in this?
I think I can smell vanilla. Now that you said that, and it's like maybe my mind's just sticking with that.
Because I said it.
I smell sweet, but the more I smell it, I feel like there's like some type of vanilla in there.
I get like embers.
Embers.
Like some embers, like some
wood.
Yeah,
some
like
fiery embers.
Like some mesquite. No, I'm playing.
No,
I highly doubt anything mesquite had to do with this, but yeah, I rock with it. But I'm going to mix it up with some club soda and a little bit of ice and kind of sip on it. But yeah, so that's maybe at a later date, once we get more into this, we'll come back and we'll give it a proper rating. But I mean, for the most part, it's good.
Right, we're talking about 1 sip rating. I'm gonna go 8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
I'm gonna say about the same.
Yeah.
Say about the same.
It's pretty good.
Have you had proper 12?
Yes, I drank that with you.
That's right.
You couldn't find JMO one night, and we ended up doing the proper 12. It was quite
And surprisingly,
nice. Very smooth.
It's very smooth and it's really good. But I gotta get away from like shooting shit.
You do, but you're a DJ, and it comes with the territory.
It really does.
It does.
Like last night, we did like this fireball party.
Oh.
And oh man,
you're an adult, Chuck. What the fuck?
You're not a fuck boy.
Yeah. What are you?
What are you doing drinking that garbage?
Fucking fireball.
The chick, like I guess like the rep or whatever, like, you know, they have like the girls come out and like pass it out. She came and she had the tray, but she was holding it over my turntables. And she was like, "Would you like a shot of fire?" I'm like, "Yo, hold up, back up."
Back the fuck up. I'm working.
Like, back up. Yeah, like, I was so nervous because she was just like holding this tray and she looked like she had a weak wrist. I was like, she gonna fuck up my whole shit. But I was like, nah, no fireball for me. And then like right after that, somebody brings me a shot of fireball. Like, hey, fireball. I'm like, oh, Jesus. Oh, help me.
What you do? Do you eat ice cream in the morning to like cool down your fucking insides?
You know what? After so many years of drinking that, so when I first started DJing, like I used to drink like Blue Moon. Yeah. I didn't really drink a lot of like liquor. And then when we would take shots, like we would take shots of fucking Jaeger, Bull Blasters, because that was X's shit. And I don't know why I agreed. I was just like, oh, fuck it, yeah, shot. But now anytime somebody asks me, I'm like, just Jameson.
I remember when you went from Bull Blasters to Picklebacks. That was when I put my foot down and said, I am my own man. I don't have to take this. Like, no. I'm good. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
So.
That's crazy, though, man. That's fucking crazy. The fact that Fireball is still drawing enough revenue to have parties at bars blows my mind, because I didn't think it was out of business, but I thought that we were off that wave. But apparently there's still
people still love that shit. Ugh. That's like fucking Rumplemans.
It's a
but
joke.
Not as intense.
It's a
joke
people
who drink Rumple are fucking.
Yeah, they're serial killers. We discussed this. We've discussed it.
We have.
If you drink Jaeger or Rumple, that's your go-to shot. You're a fucking serial killer.
I just need to state that again. Yeah. If you drink Rumple like it's your regular thing, I'll take a shot of it. but that's not my go-to. I don't go to a bar and be like, I want Rumple.
You heard it here from the Saucy Boys. I don't care if I offend you. It is whatever. If Rumple or Jägermeister are your go-to shots, you are a fucking serial killer.
Yeah, you might be a murderer.
Yes. I don't know how many bodies you have. I don't know where you keep them, but you do have a couple bodies somewhere.
You might have to, you might have to stay away from them people.
So,
But man, I know a bunch of people that are just like, yeah, it's a group of serial killers. They just out there taking shots of, they taking shots of Rumple, just murdering people at the end of the night. Like,
yeah.
fuck no.
Hey, you want to go get something to eat after this?
Nah,
I'm good.
I'm good.
I got an Uber coming.
I gotta be up early. Well, send me your location. Make sure you get home. Nah,
I'm good.
I'm good.
Speaking of that, and it is a good fucking
I'm gonna pour a little bit more this way. Yeah.
it is a good transition with serial killers. I watched that documentary on Netflix called Night Stalker
Dog, I wanted to.
about Richard Ramirez the other night. It's four mini episode, 4-part series on that documentary. That shit is crazy.
How long is it?
It's four episodes.
I mean, how long are like each of that? It's like
I
an hour.
want to say
Or
it's
so?
like an hour an episode. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that shit's crazy. I'd heard the name The Night Stalker before. I just forgot who the real name of the killer was.
I was thinking Joe Dirt
Joe Dirt.
when he does the police sketch.
Yeah.
And it's fucking what's his name? The Night Stalker dude.
Richard Ramirez.
Richard Ramirez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's kind of crazy because dude was sentenced to death row in like 1985. Never faced death penalty because he was locked away in California.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like that whole thing, like they like kept pushing that shit away. Like that's the whole thing with like Charles Manson and all that. Like he went to jail in California, so he never saw his death penalty. Richard Ramirez ended up dying of cancer in like 2013.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? So he never actually, I mean, I don't know if the cancer was painful or whatnot, but it's like he really didn't face justice. Honestly, motherfucker married in prison in like 96.
What?
Yeah. That happens, bro. Like Ted Bundy got married in prison.
See, those are the bitches that drink Rumple.
And that's exactly. Because they both had groupies like that.
Somebody's gonna be mad.
I'm
as
saying,
fuck.
like, some girls drinking Rumple, like, oh my god.
Really?
I like serial killers.
I'm gonna at him.
That's
Don't cancel me. Don't cancel me. I'm not Alejandro. Don't do that to me.
Don't speak that name. What's up with him? Is he? So we're on midway.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Whoa, with the club?
So I'm talking about the Suntory. Yeah, with the club. It's bro. He's supposed to be going to Chicago, but I mean, you know, just moving right now, like with everything going on, it's probably super tough. So he's gonna stay here and do online stuff. So shout out to Alejandro. Maybe we'll have him come back for an episode
As a guest.
as a guest.
As a full-time host.
But yeah, I'm assuming he's doing good. I ain't really got to chop it open too much. He sent me a script that he wants to work on, so kind of been doing that and going back and forth about edits and shit. So, but other than that, like I haven't really like asked too much. But yeah, you know, I've been running around like a fucking madman, doing gigs and all kinds of shit. So you did with the Sprite. I might have to maybe.
A lot of Sprite left. I mean, you the club soda guy, you know what I'm saying? You get vodka soda with lime.
Dog, I'm telling you, if you try it with the club soda, like it's pretty good.
If you try it with the Sprite, it tastes just like Sprite. And that's the shit.
You're going to be sitting here like, yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That could be a problem right there. Wow. It's hot in here.
Oh, man. But yeah, that's wild, though, that like chicks are interested in. Because, I mean, I've seen it before, like the Ted Bundy shit, and then Charles Manson, of course.
They all have, like, admirers and fan clubs and shit like that.
That is wild. Like, what's going through your mind when you're like, this dude murdered a bunch of people? That's hot.
Yeah. And like, I feel your pain. I would have killed them, too. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, but why are these chicks not on watch?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, shit, they might be, but...
Here's the real thing. These... people are like in their 20s and the 80s and shit like that. They're somebody's fucking grandparents now.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
like they done had kids.
Like Gam wanted to fuck Charles Manson. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fucking crazy, bro.
She used to write them motherfucking letters.
Gam Gam, who are these letters to? Who's Charlie?
Bro.
Who's Theodore Bundy?
That's wild. Wow. I could never see, like, I don't know, because if it was, like, a super hot. No, I'm just playing. No. I can't even joke about that.
Yeah.
I can't even joke.
We're not trying to get canceled. That's not in the advertising. But speaking of the advertising and false advertising, I went somewhere this weekend. It was a bar. I'm not going to put it on blast because it is local and I don't know who's going to watch this, but they have the name Skybox in its title. And lo and behold, we were so disappointed to find out that this place had nothing to do with the fucking sky. Like, it's on the ground. Like, that's false advertising.
For anybody that sees this, they're going to know exactly what the fuck you're talking about.
You probably thought it too. So the Instagram makes it look like it's this nice, chill dining experience where you can just go socially distance, have some good food and whatnot, and enjoy the city skyline, like looking off the second floor of a building or something. Come find out, motherfucker is like right next to the highway in the dirt. There's no elevation at all. You don't even see the fucking skyline. You see the bottoms of the buildings. Like, what the fuck? And it's not even socially distanced, man. This place was COVID fucking central, dog. I felt so disgusting in this place, man.
Damn.
I got to get another test now because
that's wild. I've been, and I liked it. I like the layout. Don't get me wrong. Like, from the name, like, it's a little bit misleading, but like I get what they're trying to say about it being like the sky, because you could see like the city skyline. Yeah. It's not like the most amazing view. It's cool. Yeah. It's a nice location, but
change the fucking name.
I don't know. I don't dig too much into that. I go, and if the place passes the vibe check, then I'm
It didn't pass the vibe check this time because they were playing shitty music.
Damn.
Very shitty music. Like,
I've heard mixed things about the music.
It was like rave music.
Oh shit.
And like people were trying to, and shit. Yeah, like people were trying to watch football, and it's like, hey, no disrespect to any of y'all who like EDM and all that shit like that, but I'm just saying, like, I don't want to hear that shit while a football game's on. Like, just either don't play the music at all and just have the TV sound on, or do what you do, and it's like have the DJ play commercial breaks if you want. Yeah. But play like at least top 100. You know what I mean,
especially if it's like a big game. Yeah. Because right now it's like what?
It's NFL playoffs right now, baby. Yeah. So divisional round was this Saturday, and they were like must-watch games. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, nothing was happening in them because they were like running away and shit like that. But it's still like it fucked up everything for me. You know what I'm saying? The vibe was wrong. Like you had the heat lamps outside. They were set on the sun. I don't know if you can set the temperature that hot, but yeah, they had the heat lamps set on the sun. I went
and it was kind of cold, and I was trying to like get close to the lamps.
It wasn't that cold.
The heat joints.
Like, nah, it wasn't that fucking cold this time. And like we were dying. I was standing next to one. I felt myself melting away. I was like, holy shit.
From my experience there, like, it was cool. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, I get the whole like sky, what you're expecting it to be like elevated, and you can see like the whole joint. But so I knew what it was before I went. That's why I was just
when I walked up on it and I saw it, I was like, oh, this used to be this one place. I couldn't remember the name.
Oh, Groove Lounge.
Yeah, but the fucked up thing about it was our Uber dropped us off at the old restaurant.
Oh shit! So you had to walk.
And so like we walked the block and a half over there, and like all I keep thinking is like, yeah, you're gonna see like the sign on the second floor of a building, and we're just gonna go up the staircase and be up there. And then to my surprise, I like see like the bus stop, and then right next to it, I see the sign. I'm like, that sign looks a little low to the ground. Like, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? I walk up on it, I'm like, Sky Bar? What the fuck you mean Sky Bar? This ain't a Sky Bar.
Maybe because it's like open. So you.
I don't know. Call it Open Sky Bar or something. Like, I don't know. I feel like the name is misleading. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's the marketer in me. That's just like, I don't get it. But I'm just saying. Yeah. I feel like a lot of thought didn't go into that. Just throwing it out there.
I don't know. From my experience, I've had a decent experience, so I can't say anything bad. Yeah. I completely forgot what I was gonna fucking say.
Well, I'm not going to pay them any compliments. But with that being said, we were talking about something before we got on the pod about getting complimented and stuff like that, and especially in the professional field and how it makes us feel. What were you were can you elaborate on that about how, like you were saying like you really don't like you're kind of like mute on getting compliments. Like when you get a compliment, you really don't know how to appreciate it.
It's not. I think a lot of people get that like confused.
Mm.
I appreciate the compliment. I don't really know how to take compliments. Like I know it's coming from like a place of like, oh man, like I like what he's doing, or like just depending on what they're complimenting me for.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm just kind of like, I guess I kind of freeze up. I don't know why. I don't know. It's just never been a thing for me. Like I don't like. It's hard for me to accept compliments.
Yeah. No. That makes sense.
Especially when it comes to work, though.
Yeah.
Because like when I'm DJing a gig, like I think it's just because I know where I'm at personally, and I'm trying to get to a certain level, and I know I'm not there yet. So I'm always like, oh man, like y'all thought that was good, like, because I know I can do better.
Yeah. It's not what you think should be complimented in your mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But to somebody who's not in your mind or in your industry, and understand what you're trying to attain or what you need, what you think is a good, they're just like, no, that was fucking dope.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we've had that conversation before. Like, you'd mess up and you'd be the only one in the bar to notice, like, and you'd be pissed, and I'd be like, look around, nobody noticed, bro.
Like, nigga, what's wrong with you?
Nobody cares. It's like, just keep playing Cardi B.
Yeah. Because like sometimes, you know, I've learned to kind of chill on that shit more recently, just because I notice, like I watch, but now I'm really like seeing, like I'm dissecting everything while I'm playing, so which, you know, it's I try to be a little bit more chill on it and try not to like beat myself up over like if I am off like a hair, because sometimes I'm like, yo, like this, it didn't match up exactly how I wanted it to, and so like I'll kind of bug out, but it's just me being a perfectionist.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's definitely what it is, just the perfectionism in you. But even, I don't know, similar to me, when I get compliments at work, I'm just like, yeah, okay.
I know, like even when I get like when I'm at my day job,
yeah,
and people are like, oh my, you did really good on that. I'm like, I was just doing my job.
Yeah, it's the way I take it. It's just like, yeah, it's just a job, you know. I'm so used to like coming from the workforce of like warehousing and manual labor. I'm just so used to like working my ass off and not being appreciated.
Because nobody says shit.
Yeah, because
it's like you can bust your ass all day and nobody's like, oh man, good job.
Exactly,
like,
and so
getting all that shit done quick.
Yeah, it's like, no, that's what I'm supposed to do. And so now that I'm in like an area where like you're supposed to pay compliments and shit like that, like I'm kind of like tone deaf to it, because it's like I don't know how to receive them.
Yeah.
And like I don't know how to give them. I'm just like, if someone does something nice, I'm just like, yeah, well,
like, yeah, that's cool,
I guess. You know? All right.
Yeah.
Got a mid tier.
Like it's like that too. It's like when you work those jobs so often, and then you're in that environment to where like somebody does something good.
Yeah.
And you're like, how do I say like good job to this motherfucker? And all you gotta say is good job.
Yeah.
But in your head you're like, would that sound not? To me, it doesn't feel genuine.
It doesn't.
But I mean it from like a legit like place. Like I mean it from like if you do something good
job.
Keep doing what you're doing, guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm weird.
Yeah.
I'm fucking weird.
Okay.
I was gonna say we're weird, but it's a little different.
It's okay. I've come to peace with it a long time.
I just like people when they I get compliments like when I play, and then of course I got all this shit on my head, all this hair, and I was, oh my god, your hair, can I touch it? I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
I like.
I don't know, like,
because even if you tell them no, they're already touching it.
Nah, that's still, I don't know. With me, that's like the one thing you don't do. You don't touch a black person's hair. Like,
Let me see.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't fuck with that shit. I hate that shit, especially if it's someone who is not like my color, who is not black. It's like, I want to touch your hair. I get offended, and I get angry, and I gotta like try and bite my lip because I don't want to fucking cuss them out. But I'm just like, don't fucking touch me.
That's crazy.
Like, that shit's annoying.
For me, I don't know, maybe because I'm like a mixed kid. Because like I have other friends that are just like full black.
Yeah.
And it's a thing. Like, don't touch my fucking hair. And for me, I guess just like growing up, so many people like, oh, like your hair's so curly. Like, let me touch it. Like, I'm used to it.
Good.
So.
Keep your nasty ass hands to yourself. It's COVID world out there, bitch.
But every time, like, oh my God, like, what are you using it? And it's like, I just soap. Like,
I use mind your own fucking business. That's what I use.
But I get into these conversations with chicks now, and I'm like trying to get hair tips and shit. Because my shit be breaking on the ends. I'm like, yo, I need to fix this. I can't be out here with these
I'll be getting
nappy ass curls.
I'll be letting my girl give me a little snip when shit's getting unorthodox and shit. Like, I had like a hang one back here that looked like I had like a fucking rat tail. It wasn't.
Bro, I didn't even realize, like, you've been doing that for a minute, right?
My shit got longer. I just realized over the weekend, like, I was doing it, and like, she was just like, your shit getting long.
It's starting to like I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if it's the Suntory hit me and I'm noticing it.
You see me all the time, so you don't pay attention.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But now that you say, like, I'm looking at it.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't realize how much length I'd acquired. Because the whole purpose of it was I didn't think I could grow. My hair wasn't growing.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me just twist it and go with it. And now I'm just like, oh, shit. Because this thing she snipped off was pretty fucking long. I was just like, God damn. So.
And that's, like, the hardest part to get, like, back here. Because, like, when I comb my shit out, I, like, yeah. Like, my mom, she see it and it's like, why the back of your head look nappy? I'm like, well, fuck, I can't reach back there. My arms is long, but they ain't that long. Shit.
Like, what you want me to do, Ma?
I don't know what to do with my hair. And people are like, you should do this, you should do that. I don't know.
I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to cut until I start going bald.
I think I'm same boat.
It's like I said, like, I know it was the style, but I look back on the pictures of me when I was rocking, like, the Caesar and shit, and I'm like, I can't do that no more. I don't know why.
I know. I just feel like
it looks weird to me. Like, I'm just like, man, my head looks weird. How did I get away with it?
You know what it reminds me of? Like when you go to build a character on a video game and they start like bald.
Yeah.
And it's just like.
And it's just the generic Caesar.
Yeah, you just generic. Like, you just plain.
Man, I look like a generic created character. This one looks like they put some hours in. You know what I'm saying? Spent maybe some actual hard-earned money to get some customizations.
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling right now.
So you got to customize.
Yeah.
You had to spend a few points for
probably
that.
Probably put a mod in or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's for all you video game nerds out there.
So, I don't know. Suggestions, people, if you have any on what I should do with this nap. I got so much hair. This shit is like, it's down to like below my chest.
That'd always be my dream. I wish I could do that. You know how happy I get when I get out of the shower and I shake my head in the fucking water? I can feel my hair hit the side of my face. That makes me so happy because for so long I never had that much hair. Even when I was younger and I was growing my fro to get braids and shit like that, it was still like a really firm fro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can never keep my cornrows in for long because it hurt my head too much.
What grade did you have the fro?
8th grade.
8th grade.
I grew it out again like throughout high school, but I never like went long enough to get cornrows or whatnot. But in 8th grade, like it was like the end of 7th grade through 8th grade, I grew that shit out fully.
My freshman year, my hair was long. I had a fro then. I used to get my hair braided, but it was nothing like this. Yeah. This shit is like long.
Ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Fucking ridiculous.
Wow. But yeah, people, ladies, anybody, if you got some hair tips or anything you want to share with me or any ideas on what I should do with this, just add us.
Go on, hit the homie on the Instagram.
I'm trying to do something different because I've had the same, like, every time you see me, I just bun. I got top bun.
I tell you all the time you can wear that shit down, but you don't want to believe me.
See, when I do wear it down, it's annoying. It's in my face, and I don't know how to hold it back without it, like, looking goofy. So I just tie it back up. That and then, like, the back, I think I want to, like, let this grow out and catch up instead of, like, trimming it.
Always getting the trim.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Makes sense. That's Hair Talk, a new segment on the Saucy
Hair
Boys.
Talk.
Hair Talk, baby.
Either that or go back to wearing hats.
That's
Just put my
another
little
thing.
ponytail on back.
That's another. I was thinking about the other day. I was like, man, Chucko ain't worn a hat in years. Because I came across like a picture of you, and I was just like, man, this nigga used to have a hat for every day of the week. Like, and then he just stopped all of a sudden. Like,
I had I used to get complimented on like all the hats I had, because I used to have like some dope ass hats.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Because I would always find like the rare like one left.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, let me get that. And people be like, where'd you get that from? So that, man, I just need to switch up my whole like wardrobe. If it ever looks like I'm wearing the same shit, it's because my closet looks like this. All my shit, it just looks the same.
Same color, same
just
shades.
Yeah, same color.
Gray, black, gray, maybe a blue every now and then. Nothing special. Green's my favorite color. I try and work that shit in. But even still with that, it's a set outfit that I know that I put together to wear the green.
I'm just like, so I need to switch it up. Maybe go like thrift shopping or something. I don't know.
Yeah, thrift shopping.
Find me some cool jackets.
You know what they say? One man's trash is another man's treasure. And speaking of the thrift shop, I was there Sunday because my girl was looking for like some cheap furniture. And it's like, that's a good place to go. And we walked by this aisle, and like I saw this rack of just fucking like all these dresses. Like they had to be like quinceañera dresses, wedding dresses, bridesmaid, prom, and shit like that. And there's this quote from one of my favorite movies, Fight Club. The love interest in her name's Marla. She makes this comment to the main character and says, she says, I bought this dress from the thrift store for $1. He's like, it's kind of interesting, don't you think? Somebody loved it intensely for one day, and then they just threw it away. And so when I saw that rack of those dresses, I'm sorry if I'm getting too deep and shit right now, but I saw that rack of these dresses because it was literally a rack of them. And
there's
I'm just
probably somebody watching, like sitting there, and there's like, oh.
And it's like, yeah, that quote went in my head, and I was like looking at it, and I was just like, man, I was like, hey, look at this, like these are all these people's dresses, and they had like a ball in them for one night, and it was just like, I don't need it no more.
That's wild.
And it's just like, that's someone else's trash. Someone's probably gonna walk in there, maybe find that dress, clean that shit up, and wear it on their wedding day. And it's just like, what? So I was thinking, like, what's like some shit maybe that's happened to you or something that one man, like, it's basically the one man's trash to another man's treasure. So I know for me specifically, the mattress that I sleep on, it was trash. Like, not saying like someone threw it out and I like saw it on the curb. Like, no, that didn't happen. I'm not a trash nigga. Calm down.
Damn, a mattress. Let me get that.
Like, no, I used to work this job where like we'd go around and like you'd call us, we'd come through, we'd take whatever the fuck you didn't want, and we'd take it to the landfill and dump it for you. We were basically like glorified.
Like junk removal.
Yeah, junk removal services. We were basically glorified trash men, whatever. But
fancy trash
yeah,
man.
I remember we did a job in like on like a pretty decent side of town. And they were like, yeah, we just need this mattress and bed frame removed. And like
shit was all brand new.
And that's what it was. And like we were getting rid of it, and like he like looks at me and he's just like, I mean, y'all don't have to throw it away. You can take it if you want. And like I'm like looking at it, I was like, what, so what's the catch? What happened? And he's like, nothing.
Somebody died.
That's the first thing I said. I was like, so who died on it? And he was just he's like, nah. He was just like, nah, man. It's like, I just got a new mattress for my mom. Like,
my bad. I didn't mean to get hyped, but remember when we went and we hung out with old girl? She said that she got that car somebody got murked in.
Yeah.
That is fucking crazy.
The ghost car.
Yeah, this shit just start driving by itself.
Fucking radio be turning stations and shit.
Yo, how I couldn't do it. If I went to an auction and I bought a car and then I found, oh yeah, well the reason it's on the auction is because somebody got their fucking brains blown out and this shit. Like I'll be like, no, I don't want it. I'm good.
Keep it.
Cause didn't she say that there were still like fragments?
She said no. She said there were bullet holes in the windshield.
Yo. Hell no. And the whole night I was like that. I was like, yeah, hell no.
I'm like, nah, you can't.
No. Somebody died in this thing. Nope.
Died in your car. Shootout.
Nope.
That's fucking crazy, man. That's someone's trash that I wouldn't want.
Yeah, nah, that's definitely not treasure. That's just
definitely my mattress
burn
is
the
like
whole
that.
car.
And it's like I got that mattress in like 2007. Still comfortable to this day. Still sleep on it.
Dude, my mattress is garbage.
Mine's
Trash.
It's old. I could get something new, but I'm just telling you, like, it's still like the most comfortable mattress I've ever slept.
I hardly spend time on my bed anyways, but my mattress is... my shit, man, like, there's probably a homeless dude out here that got better mattress than me. My shit squeaky.
Chucku, that's what you sleeping on, nigga?
Like, I sit on my bed and it's like...
Nah.
I'm like, man, fuck this bed. Get on my pillows and shit, lay on the floor. Yeah. You can tell when I'm getting up in the morning because my shit just...
Shucks. DJ's away.
It's like, shit, man, get out of bed slow. I hate that fucking bed. Maybe that's why I don't sleep.
Gotta get a new mattress.
I need to get one of them big, fluffy joints.
California King.
Yeah. I need that so I can roll around in it.
You wouldn't know what to do with it.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, damn, dude, what part do I sleep on?
Here's the thing. My big ass, so for like half my life, I slept on like a twin mattress. So when I finally upgraded to the queen, I didn't know how to like take advantage of it. So
You just sleep on one side?
I sleep on one side of it. And it's like, that's just how I am. And my girl started noticing that shit. She was like, why you always in the like the corner and shit? I'm just like, I don't know. It's just comfortable.
Habit.
Like I'm just right on that edge on the corner and shit. Like,
Right side or left side?
left side.
Yep, same.
That's the side.
I wonder, like, for people, if it's a dude thing, do dudes sleep on the left side? Is it like we got to ask, like, we got to hold a poll and see.
I tend to sleep closest to my TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
See, my TV's at the foot of the bed.
Yeah, mine's normally off to the right
Side.
so it could be the right side. I like to control who gets in and off the bed. You know what
For
I'm saying?
some reason, like, I just don't fuck with the right side of the bed.
Fuck that right side.
And then, like, do you lay on your left side or your right side?
Left side. Because I'll roll over.
I mix it up.
You know what I'm saying?
And then, like, sometimes I'll sleep flat on my face. And I need to stop doing that shit.
Terrifying, yeah.
Because there's been a couple of times where, like, I lay there and my face is buried in my pillow.
That is terrifying.
And in my dream, I'm like, oh, I can't breathe. I can't get up. And I'm like...
That's not a dream. That's called sleep apnea.
Yeah.
That's
Bro,
not a fucking dream.
Almost fucking suffocated myself.
You gotta teach your ways to wake yourself up. So I've, over the years, because that used to happen to me, I've taught myself how to wake up.
That shit is scary.
And it's like, you gotta fight and you gotta shake yourself to try and get up. Like, don't succumb to the like, oh, this is comfortable. I'm just gonna stay here and then stop fucking breathing. And it's like, no. You got to try and shake yourself as much as you can to wake up. You'll eventually wake up. You gotta have that inception kick.
That for real. That shit and sleep paralysis.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is. I get that sometimes.
It's very rare that I get it, but it's fucking terrifying.
But like, what happens in yours?
I wake up and I'm just stuck in my bed. I can't move. But normally it's probably right after the sleep timer goes off on my TV. So like the shadows and shit in my room look like something else. And I'm just like watching them as it looks like they're coming towards me and shit. And then I finally like shake out of it and hit like the light. And then I can see this just like close or something.
Bro,
yeah.
I be having some weird shit. It be kind of freaking me out. So, actually, this one was just recent. So, like, whenever I have, like, sleep paralysis, like, I'll get up. And everything in, like, my room looks the same. And I know I'm still, like the dude on, that's not my rug. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but I'll be laying there and I'll, like, try to fight to, like, get up. And I can't get up. You just stuck. And this past time, since I sleep on the left side of the bed, I felt something sit on the bottom right corner.
Right.
And it, like, dipped and I could feel my feet go down. I was like, what the fuck? And whatever it was big. It was fucking huge.
My bad. I wanted to tuck you in.
Like, Chuck, man, you put them blankets on me. Like, look, this is like, oh, fuck, it's Mike. Never mind, I'm good. But, yeah, so, like, I felt that, and then it started, like, creeping up, like, to my side. Oh, and I was laying on my back, and I felt something push down on my neck. And I was like, so how I combat that, I get mad. I'm like, nah, fuck this. Like, I try to, like, fight my way out of it. I'm like, nah, this shit ain't real. And so I did that, and then, like, I got up, and I was like, oh, like, something almost choked me the fuck out of my sleep. That shit is creepy. And I don't know if it's just, like, a mind thing or if my shit is haunted, I don't know.
That's the horror movie right there that everyone can relate to and would be terrifying. It's like, it's some type of, I mean, like, Freddy Krueger didn't, Nightmare on Elm Street didn't, like, capitalize on that.
Yeah.
But it's some type of entity or whatever that takes its victims through sleep paralysis. So it's like you watch it as it's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like there's nothing you can do unless you fight your way out of it. That's like the gold horror movie. You motherfuckers better not take this idea.
Let's get into the writing room.
After this, we're gonna start writing up some shit, baby.
But to me, that shit is just so. It used to really scare me, but it's happened so often now that I'm just like, all right, like whatever this is, like, I'm going out with a fight. I'm going out with a fight.
I'm more afraid of the sleep apnea than the paralysis because the paralysis doesn't happen as much. The sleep apnea I know runs in my family. My dad actually has like the breathing thing. He doesn't use it or whatnot, but statute of limitations are up. There was a time where your boy used to sip lean. We are in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Oof. And that was when that shit would peak for me. Like, it seemed like every night I'd wake up and, like, gasping for air.
I'm glad that you made it past that shit because that's how a lot of motherfuckers were going.
And I stopped doing it. You know what stopped me from doing it? The wake-up call? It was Pimp C. When Pimp C died, that was when I was like, I'm not doing this shit no more. But, yeah, we used to do a lot of stuff with codeine on it, either drinking it or other ways of using it. The codeine, and like I'd go to sleep, and like the sleep is real fucking good, but it's like
it's too good.
It's too fucking good.
It's too good.
It hit a point where you start choking, and you're just like, oh fuck, you gotta wake up, like god damn, woo.
That shit is crazy.
It's like it's crazy, man. But yeah, that's what made me stop. So now it's very rare that it happens. It tends to only happen to me when I'm like sleeping in an uncomfortable position, and that's when I'll start like being like I need to wake up because I got to get air. And that's why I try not to sleep with my face buried in the pillow. Always trying to have like an airway clear, but.
See, I be doing that. My dumb ass. I be in there just fucking face right in the pillow.
You can't control it when you're exhausted though. Like when you're exhausted, you can be on the phone 1 minute and the next minute you're just blacked out. You know what I'm saying? So that's the crazy part about it.
Yeah, sleep paralysis though. If you've ever been through that shit.
I don't wish it on nobody.
But see, I see a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like in mine, like I know some people they just like, oh, I couldn't get up. But me, nigga, I be seeing shit like full figures and like faces. And
this is why I don't sleep with. This is why I have to sleep with a sleep timer. You know what I'm saying? Like you call me bitch, yeah, call me bitch. I don't care. It's whatever. Like
hey, call me what you want, motherfucker.
It's whatever. Like this is like as a kid, me and my sister swear to this day that our house was haunted on base.
Oh fuck! If you stayed on Randolph,
like
your shit is haunted.
And it's like, if every time I tried to turn the TV off as a kid to go to sleep, I would see shit in the dark, like just moving around, and it would freak me the fuck out. So that's why I used to when I lived on Randolph, I slept with the TV on all night. It was only when I moved off base that I finally started doing sleep timer because I felt comfortable enough to like, okay, I just needed to get me there. And then I'll be good without it. But now it's like that's basically how I am now. So it's just like I just put that shit on like I go 90-minute sleep timer, and I know I'll be asleep in the first 45
I'll be sleeping like 20 minutes.
Yeah, but I'll be knocked out. But I gotta have that shit on.
Yeah, because me and my sister were talking about that, like seeing shit. And I mean I've seen some shit, but for me, I feel like it gets more intense if you feed into it.
Yeah.
So I just like I'll be here at like 4 o'clock in the morning, working on shit, and I'll hear something. I was like, nope, didn't hear that. Didn't hear that. And then like I'll log my shit out and leave. I'm like, hell nah.
Goes like right outside the room. Like I know this nigga heard me. I know
he's like, come on, man, react, shit.
Yeah. I'm
trying to fuck that. I need that. But yeah, I just pack my shit up and go. I'm like, the boogeyman ain't get me today.
Didn't hear that. Fuck, he's leaving.
He probably waiting around the corner and shit till I'm gonna get this nigga tonight.
Chaku's here late. Ooh,
I see you editing your podcast, dog. I see you look over your shoulder and shit. He just creeping.
What's up?
I don't even know how to react. What can you do if something just pops up? I would try to fight it.
That's everybody's.
I would box. Nah, because those people would run. I'd be like,
the ignorance in me would like want to throw a punch just to see. You know
like,
what I'm saying?
All right, what's up?
It's like fuck it. maybe I throw a punch, he dematerialize, and that gives me enough time to sprint out of this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Like, he's down for the count. Oh man, but we went off on a whole other thing.
Yeah.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Ghostbusters.
I would say a lot of stuff. I wouldn't necessarily say trash, but I got a lot of like hand me down stuff from my grandpa, because he just like he had all kinds of stuff, and so he would give me shit and like watches and stuff like that, and they're dope watches, but it's like, oh, I don't need this, that, or like all of his old like shirts, and it's dope because it has like a vintage like feel.
You're gonna look like a Brooklyn hipster now.
Yeah, so I got all these, and I'm doing this whole whiskey connoisseur thing. I'm just trying to fit the bill, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's coming next.
It's coming.
Like,
next
Stokes,
thing,
I'm moving to Brooklyn.
Next thing you know, I'm gonna have a fucking handlebar mustache. Oh shit, I'm gonna have a little pointy beard too. The little with the round frames. I don't even wear glasses.
This fucking guy, man. All right, man. Let's go and get in the music corner, bro. I was actually excited this week when you told me the album selection. So we revisited Gym Class Heroes.
Gym Class Heroes.
Gym Class Heroes.
For some reason, that album, I'm mad that I didn't revisit that sooner. And like when it came out, like I bought the CD and shit. But my favorite joint on that whole album is Viva La White Girl.
Oh, me too.
That is my favorite joint. There's a couple of other joints on there. The corny one I like is I can hear them talking in the hallway. I'm always late to
the what's it called? Scholastic, Scandalous Scholastics or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And basically he's talking about fucking his teacher and getting good grades. Man, so when you sent me that, man, I'm chilled back right now. I'm laid back.
Suntory, baby.
Back, boy. Anyways, I had this thought where when you sent it to me, I was like, yeah, I like that album. But then I was like, have I ever heard it from start to finish? Like, I don't think I've ever actually heard it. And then I started listening to it, and I became shocked at how many songs I remembered. And I was just like, oh, fuck, I remember all these songs. Then it hit me way, way, way back in the day, in the MySpace days. You can go to a band's page, and they had their album on it, and you can listen to it.
And one of the joints is the friend request.
And I like that joint, yeah. So here's the thing.
That shit brought back memories.
I thought while listening to it, I was just like, this song probably aged horribly.
I was thinking the same shit. I was going to text you that, but I was like, nah, I'll just save that for
outside of him mentioning MySpace, you would think he's talking about a modern social media platform today. Because all he's doing is social media stalking, which is what every person does when they meet somebody they're attracted to. Yeah. That's all he's doing. And so it's like, that's what you do. You stalk somebody on Instagram. I know you women do it. Don't fucking lie. But it's like you stalk somebody on any social media platform you like, and then after you bold up enough, it's like, fuck, I'll shoot my shot. Maybe she'll
see I'm not that bold.
Just saying.
I wonder if I got any stalkers.
I'm gonna spit this shit out. That was the stupidest thing I've ever heard you say. You know you ain't got no stalkers, this guy.
I probably got like one. But it's probably not even like a stalker.
100.
Nah, because a lot of people are like, oh, he's light skinned. And they do that whole shit. And I'm just like...
that makes them stalk
you. But then on my social media, I don't even really have shit on there.
That's what I'm saying.
I post on my stories.
Since we started doing this pod, this is the most I've ever been using that new IG that I have. Yeah. Like the girl that I'm with had to stalk my 2-year-old photos that were on my shit. This is in post. I'm not an IG guy. I wasn't.
So the main thing my Instagram and all my social media is for now is just promoting. Yeah. And sometimes I'll chop it up with people on there, but it's not. I don't really like. If I didn't do what I did, I wouldn't have any social media. And I constantly say that. I'm over social media. Yeah. But yeah, back to the Gym Class Heroes. That album. I remember just riding around listening. That's back when I had my Honda. Yeah. My white Honda Accord. Fucking sunroof down, blasting fucking Viva La White Girl. That shit is so dope.
So I remember fucking with more of their shit afterward. I remember that the Cookie Jar song.
See, that's where it started going.
And that's the thing, yeah. So like I think the last thing I remember was the that fucking Stereo Heart song.
Yeah.
It came out like 10 years ago, and that was when I was just like, yeah, I don't fuck
It
with
just
this.
got real like
super poppy.
Yeah.
So it sounded like they wanted to be like Maroon 5 kind of.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But like the thing that I did notice on that album is like, I mean, their single was the Cupid's Chokehold, but awesome song, love that shit. But
damn,
they don't, they didn't like, you know, like most bands of that time had like a sound to them.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have like a particular sound. Like every song sounded different from the next.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I remember my biggest thing was like hearing Cupid's Chokehold and thinking like, oh, that's probably gonna be their sound. They're gonna sound something like that. And then like you flick on to like Viva La White Girl and you're just like, oh, this is different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's different all the way across the board, and that's what I liked about it so much.
That's what I like. I would say out of all their projects, it's probably like my favorite album. Mm-hmm. I wonder if are they still doing shit?
I don't know. I didn't actually look into it. I remember Travis McCoy doing his solo shit. Yeah. That fucking I wanna be a millionaire.
Oh wow.
So fucking bad.
With Bruno Mars.
Yeah. Pre Coke edition Bruno Mars.
Damn, I forgot about that joint.
That's crazy.
I rock with Travis.
Travis cool.
I wonder if he's still doing shit. I gotta look it up.
I wonder. What I noticed though, because in research for this, I watched the Cupid's Chokehold video again. Mm. You know Katy Perry's in it?
Didn't they date though?
I think she did. I think they did at that time.
Yeah.
But it was before she blew up, so you didn't know it was her back in the day. But she's the final girl in the video that he meets, and he's like, "Oh, this is the one," and shit like that at the end of it. Mm. And she's like watching him in the crowd while he's playing and shit. That's Katy Perry, and I didn't notice that back in 2006. But now I'm just like, "Oh shit, that's Katy Perry."
Damn,
that's right.
Katy Perry. I know she probably crazy as shit, but there's something about Katy. There's something about Katy. I don't know what it is.
Guy. Oh my god.
That California Girls video, I used to watch that shit. I can't even lie. Oh. I'd be on my bed with my legs up behind me like,
oh, you tripping, bro.
Shit.
That's what you get for waking up in Vegas comes on our work playlist on like the speakers and shit. And you know, I've found myself humming a couple tunes.
You just I don't even know how that song goes.
The one that was the shit was what was the one she did with Kanye?
Oh, the E.T. I hated that song.
I didn't mind. I liked Ye's verse. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even his shit. I don't know. I just didn't like the flow of it. Yeah. But yeah, I like Katy Perry.
And then she had that shit with Juicy J also.
Damn, she did.
I don't remember the name.
Katy Perry kind of cool.
See?
Hey, but California Girls video.
This guy.
Fireworks.
Fuck that song.
Hey,
that song just reminds me of The Interview now, because The Interview basically gave that song my life.
That's right.
You know
what about Roar?
Fuck that song.
Remember was it Horrible Bosses?
Yeah.
Oh, was it Horrible Bosses? Some movie they were singing it. It was the second one though, right?
I think so.
And they were singing that shit in the car. Man. Well, thinking about that, what or like some new art, like, or what are you listening to right now?
Actually, so when we hit the gym class, because I was doing the research, I found myself wanting to listen to the Killers, and so I delved into some Killers recently, and I forgot how fucking dope they are. Yo, When You Were Young is a dope fucking song. That song is fucking heat rocks, bro. Like. I had that shit on repeat at the gym the other day. I was like, God damn, this song is fucking fire. It touches my soul. I know a few women who should be listening to this song right now. You know what I'm saying?
I like that joint. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what I was jamming out to the other day or whatnot. Shit, let me see what else I was fucking with. Sorry for the audio listeners. I got to pull out my phone to pull out my Spotify and see what was popping on there. Let me see.
I've been listening to all kinds of shit, man. Like I said, I DJ, so I gotta be up on like music. But I've been listening to like a lot of like chill shit. One of the homies, he was checking out the podcast. Aaron, shout out to Aaron. I don't want to give his last name because I don't know.
I'll give his last name. Have him swarm his house.
Everybody. Nah, but yeah, he hit me up today and he was like, man, he's like, I'm digging the podcast. And I was like, yeah, that's what's up. And so I was telling him, I'm like, shit, well, any recommendations for music you got, like, let me know. Like, I'll put it on the show. So who he's fucking with right now is Black Pumas.
Black Pumas?
Black Pumas. And they're from Austin. Have you heard them?
The name sounds super familiar.
Dog, they're fucking dope. I mean, I've been on them for a little bit, but yeah. So if you haven't listened to Black Pumas, get on it. They're dope. A friend of mine sent me the shit today. I'll have to post it up on like the podcast page, and it's some like indie pop band. And she sent me the song while I was at the gym, and I was like, all right, cool, I'll check it out. And I listened to the one song. I thought it was like a single, and they had like a whole album. I think it's like 16 songs. I forgot the name of it, but I just started listening to it from front to back. Yeah. I was like, yo, this shit is dope. So I'll send you that, and then I'll post it up for everybody on the IDK page. I mean, oh, damn, why'd I say IDK?
Don't do that,
Suntory,
man.
Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me,
That's a dead fucking
Suntory?
brand. Saucy Boys Pod. Get it right. You know what I'm saying?
Saucy Boys. So I put it up on the Saucy Boys page, and y'all can check that out. Let us know what you think. But yeah, on that note, you trying to wrap it up? I feel like we've been doing this for a minute.
I feel like we could.
It's Suntory, you know, it's setting in.
Suntory is talking. I still got a cup I got to finish.
Sauce Factor.
I don't want to keep you guys. Sauce Factor setting in.
Sauce Factor. We ain't even put...
No dent.
No dent.
No dent in this. Wow.
But this is definitely a sipper. Everything's a sipper, but I be taking shots, man.
Stop doing that. Fucking...
Can't help it.
Walking in.
Fast life.
Gunslinging ass nigga
Bow,
over here.
wow. You gonna take a shot at Suntory?
I'm good. I gotta work in the morning.
Same, cuz. All right. Well, with that being said, this is the Saucy Boys podcast. I am Nunchuck Johnson.
Michael Stokes.
And you can catch us on social media, Instagram, at IDK. See, look.
You gotta quit that shit. At Saucy Boys Podcast.
At Saucy Boys Podcast. At Saucy Boys Pod.
At MD Martin 228. If you want to get to me directly.
At NUNCHAKU Johnson. Nunchaku Johnson. Yeah. So, y'all take it easy.
Take care.
Peace.